You know, oh man, so this is going to be a video. I'm not going to bury the lead here. This is a video where I just need to move the camera. This is a video where I want to talk about something that has recently happened to me. And it was because of the fact that I recently just got rejected from a job. Now, this job was going to be a warehouse job. I've worked a whole bunch of them at this point, but I went in another warehouse job because, as of you might actually not, guys might not know this, I am in a terrible financial space right now, and my car recently has just died. It literally died last month, and I need another one. And I just really wanted like a cheap, used car, like a Toyota Prius, something to get me on my feet, for something for me to get me to point A to point B. And honestly, I didn't even want this job, but everybody that was actually talking to me was telling me, hey, or the people that were talking to me about it were like, hey, you should probably get this job. It's going to be pretty great for you. You might not want to do it, but I would, might as well. And I have learned some humility because right now I'm working at a job making $11 an hour, and I'm working probably about 10 to 20 hours a week, right? That's just how they schedule me. And honestly, I just didn't want anything beyond 25 to 30 at a job like this, honestly. But at the same time, I am making that little bit of money. So I did this honestly just so I could get on my feet even before the car actually, died. And I was doing that. So I'm going to read to you guys my rejection letter from the company that I just replied to. So it says, hey, dear Cameron, that's my name. We appreciate your interest in, I'm not even going to say their name, but I'll just say company. And the time that you invested in applying for the warehouse technician opening, we have decided to pursue other candidates at this time, but want to encourage you to check back for available opportunities on our website, careers, and blah, 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 blah. Now, look, I actually love the fact that these guys actually legitimately did email me to actually reject me. Now, I will say this right now, even though I'm about to get into this huge rant, I will say that I like the people who actually do this because at least they're not wasting your time. Like, at least you actually put in your application in and they rejected you because they're just going to say, hey, look, we're looking at other people, right? And that's actually okay. I'll be devil's advocate there. My thing is, oh my freaking nipple, I don't know why I'm saying that, but oh my God, did I literally just get rejected by a warehouse job? I have had a couple of warehouse jobs. I have worked at maybe about 4 or 5 of them over the years. I actually even went back to one of them like 3 times, I will say. And I have, honestly, warehouse jobs always need people. They always are hiring, and everybody always quits. It's a very high turnover job. But if you can actually find a decent position or company or whatever, warehouse jobs can actually be pretty okay. I mean, if you want to do a warehouse job and all that stuff, go right ahead. Honestly, all the more power to you, because there's a lot of good benefits with that. A lot of, insurance, you get the money if it's actually paying good, and all this other stuff. But my God, it is literally one of the easiest freaking jobs to get because no one wants to do it. And the other thing is that it's really easy to get hired. And I just got rejected by it. Mind you, I have redone my resume. I'm a content creator. I'm a graphic designer. My resume shows that I have been at places like mail delivery services, like warehouses and stuff like that. I have worked at other warehouses. I have worked at retail stores. I have worked in grocery stores. And I am now currently working at a fast food place, man. And you're telling me that I literally just got rejected. This is nothing new, right? You guys might be like, oh my God, whatever, you got rejected. The only thing is not only have I been getting rejected by having, by putting in applications for remote customer service, because right now I don't have a car, so I've been wanting to actually, just have a remote position so I can get still some money for a car and all the other stuff that I need. I have not been able to get that, even though I have credentials where I know Photoshop, I know Office, like I know Excel, I know PowerPoint, I know whatever, all that stuff. I have a fast typing speed. I got like 56 words per minute or WPM or whatever. I just literally built a PC. I literally just built a whole freaking PC, guys. Which is, like I said, you have to be a little bit savvy for that. I am in college. Well, technically I'm not, but like at the same time, I am in high school. I graduated high school. I did all this other stuff. And you mean to tell me that I got rejected after having an application like that? I literally don't understand. And I've had this job. This is like this one job. I have not gotten fired or anything like that. I've been pretty all right with this position. And I have been down in the dumps because I don't even know, like, how do you get rejected from all these places? How do you get rejected from remote customer service positions, remote data entries, remote anything to do with that I can do in front of my computer or whatever? Nothing, right? Every freaking thing I can't do. I've been getting rejected at. And I've also been getting rejected from like little other retail stores recently. I'll just say it. I got rejected from CVS. I got rejected from another grocery store, Aldi's. Actually, there was a whole bunch of people that were probably rejected, but that's another story for another day. And I got rejected from a couple other fast food places. Well, not other fast food places, but other retail stores. I can't really name at the top of my head. But it was ridiculous because, I even got rejected from like a freaking gas station like 3 times. And I don't freaking understand, what am I doing wrong, dude? Like at this point, what am I actually doing wrong? Because like this doesn't make any sense. I understand there's a job crisis right now, but one of the things that it doesn't affect people it shouldn't really affect people who just want simple little jobs just to get back on their feet, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to work at a place like these places I just mentioned for the rest of my life. I want to be real with you guys, I want to do YouTube. I want to be an athlete. I want to do all of that stuff. I might even want to be an actor or something, but I just don't know if I can do this. The problem is if I want to go to a track meet, that costs money. Equipment costs money. Internet, all this other stuff. And look, I'm still living with my parents, God bless, but at the same time, the point of the matter is that I have been trying to get myself together. I've been having so bad of a time and all this other stuff. And I see other people just getting jobs easily and all this other stuff. And then for some reason, for me, it's just the hardest freaking thing to do. To the point where some people are saying you should probably join the military. And look, I have no disrespect to any of the veterans out there or anything like that. But I don't like the idea of me being trained to kill someone. I really don't. I know that might make me sound like a pussy or something, but I really don't care. The only way that I would join the military is if there was a definitive threat to the human race, or if there was like an alien attack or something or anything like that. I am not going to fight someone because we are scarce on resources, or because some government leaders were just like, oh my God, I hate you. Right? Like, I'm not doing that. And then I don't really want to do that. I don't want to I don't want to do with all that stuff. So the point of the matter is that my conundrum is all of this stuff. But honestly, at this point, I don't know. I might go to the military. But the thing about it is that just with that warehouse job that I was talking about, I legitimately had nothing else I could do. Nowhere else I could go. And I just decided to say, might as well go, to this warehouse job. I hate warehouse jobs, by the way. I cannot stand warehouse jobs. It's not for me, so take this with a grain of salt, but I hate warehouse jobs. I am an athlete, but at the same time, I do not like carrying boxes and throwing them and doing stuff all day. I have ADHD. I got autism. I'm not trying to make excuses. This is just what it is. And I just, for some reason, the first week I'll be doing that stuff, it's okay. But after a while, it just completely numbs me. I hate it. I want to kill. I'm not going to complete that sentence because I hate YouTube. But, you know, of course, those types of thoughts come up. The only thing that remedies me is like me having like headphones or something like that, but that's not always the case, right? But I honestly was fine with doing it just to get myself to where I wanted to be, because hey, maybe I do have a problem. Maybe I don't keep jobs as good as I could, right? Like I'm working at a fast food place right now because I had to say, okay, you know what? I can't do freaking X, Y, and Z anymore. Let me do something that I can probably do just to get on my feet. And I got that job, you know? And I know some people are going to say, well, at least you have a job. Yeah, I would love to at least have a job to actually be able to get a car or to finance something, to actually be able to get something with my life, because I do not, look, that is not a compliment to me. Right? Yeah, you have a job. It pays $11 an hour. You wouldn't get paid $11 an hour. What would you do? You'd probably start complaining about yourself and start looking for other jobs. And the minute that you try to, you know, try to like complain about it and stuff like that, then someone else is going to be like, well, at least you have a job. You know, like, of course, yeah, at least I have a job. At least I am not starving. But at the same time, if I want stuff in my life that I want, that I need, then how am I going to get that stuff without something that pays better? And if you're actually legitimately getting rejected by 20, 50, hundreds of other companies, then what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do, man? This is the reason why I'm actually getting legit mad. I decided to go another route with my life. Not going to get into it, but I have like, what? 4 papers. I didn't write on the back for some reason, but I got 4 papers over here of me literally thinking about my life, what I could do to take myself seriously, maybe by doing entrepreneur stuff or something like that, to really just finally get what I need, because no one understands what's going on with me. No one cares about my state of life. So I have to be the one to actually, you know, take care of myself, which I know I should do. But even then, the world is still trying to freaking just dump me into the freaking river or something. I don't know what that means, but the point is, I am trying. I am trying. Look, some people do not see it. I am freaking trying. Every single time I am literally on my computer, I am trying to find and hone my skills. I'm trying to make videos. I'm trying to do what I can to do. And I'm trying to find other jobs. I understand, well, if you want to have your dreams, then you have to have another source of income or whatever. I know that. You're so stupid for saying that, but I know that. But how am I going to get that stuff when I literally can't? Look, I don't want to make this video like just to be like all doom and gloom. Honestly, at this point, KamyIkuzo is just like my diary at this point. You know, I do journal nowadays. You know, I got like a Diary from a Wimpy Kid book. Yeah, they actually made one based off of like the one from the movie. So I started like journaling and stuff in here, as you guys can see. And, you know, I've been, like, doing that stuff. I've been trying to get on my feet. I've been trying to, like, do my thoughts. I don't even know why I mentioned the journal, honestly. But I started writing all this stuff down just so I could, you know, make something of myself. I'm trying to take back control of my life and get the things that I need in my life that the world just hasn't provided me. And it's really hard doing that. Don't get me wrong, but it's the only thing I can do, because no one else is gonna like do it really for me. I think one of the saddest things about my life is legitimately how much I do legitimately try, but it's like nothing ever works out. You know, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. It's not my main career yet. I haven't been able to go to many track meets or whatever. I haven't been able to, I don't know, draw something for someone. Like, I've tried doing commissions. No one really commissions me. I got like 3, 4 commissions in my entire lifetime. And I'm just trying to live, man. I can't do this anymore. I'm not trying to like put this on like a sour note. I am still trying, and I've decided to literally take myself seriously, because the jobs that are like being given to me, the opportunities that are being given to me, are sucky, and I can't deal with this anymore. If I want something for myself, I have to build something for myself, and I'm going to do it the best way that I can. If I fail, whatever. At least I tried. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, this video, guys, just to talk about something that's been really just grating to me, and I can't really stand the fact that I just can't have the things that I need. I can't even have the things that I want. I just can't have the things that I need either, and that's what really fucks me up. You know, I don't have a lot of things in my life. Like, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have too many friends. I don't have a criminal record. I don't have, at all. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. I'm just a guy who likes to train, run fast, make YouTube videos, draw, play Sonic games, and that's it. You know, I'm not too much. I'm not like a simple guy, but on paper, it's like, what's really going against me? The fact that I'm black? I mean, is that it? Is that what we're gonna do? Like, I don't freaking know. I have no idea. But all I'm doing is I'm trying to do what I can to make things better, and that's pretty much all I can do. So yeah, this video isn't really much of like a motivational video or anything like that. It really isn't. I usually like try to cater towards like you guys or something and other people, but I just kind of needed to make this video for me, just to lament on my progress in life and stuff like that. And honestly, I did pretty good today. You know, I burned like 2,000 calories from just being in the gym, and I did a whole bunch of stuff I needed to do. I went to work. I did all this other stuff. I'm losing my voice, but man, none of that stuff makes money. I still love doing it. Like, I was literally thinking, like, while I was doing the reps, like, man, none of this is making money. Like, like, I was like, I don't care. I really don't care, because I love doing this. The only thing is that I live in a world that still doesn't see that, tries to go against me. But hey, if I'm in this world, the world's just going to have to deal with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys picked something from this video. And, you know, pray for me. I don't freaking know. But yeah, guys, like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more. It really helps out the channel and helps out my life at this point. But yeah, guys, with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a good night, day for watching this. And as always, Johnny.